best gym defenders in Pokemon Go, starting with Blissy. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Fitz. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. No camera today, we're straight down to business, and this is going to be a start of a series of best gym defenders, best Pokemon to power up, the best ways to gain XP, Stardust, yada yada yada. So if you are wanting the absolute best tips, ones that I bet you a lot of the bigger YouTubers might not specifically cover, make sure you're subscribed, smash the like button if you enjoyed today's video, and comment in the comment section down below what are some other gym defenders that you personally use that you've had great success with. So obviously Blissy is a staple. Now what makes a good gym defender? Because we should cover that, which is more important than really the Pokemon that you choose. What makes a good gym defender? A good gym defender has a lot of health, has a pretty good defense, but most importantly is the moves. For example, we all know Blissy's a fantastic gym defender, and I can't leave it out. But Blissy is weak to fighting types, but where Blissy comes in clutch is its moveset. It has access to Zen Headbutt, Psychic, and Dazzling Gleam. That's the thing. That's what makes Blissy so good. It has moves that deal super effective damage to the Pokemon that it's going to be going up against in gyms. Now, another thing is Dragon types, which I will be bringing this up more and more as we talk about this. Dragon types are another key typing of Pokemon that people will bring into battle because of their extremely high attack stats. Dragons are beasts, but Dazzling Gleam will hit those dragons very hard even though Blissy has a lower attack stat. So it basically slows down fighting gyms for people who are trying to take them down. Therefore, Blissy is a must when defending a gym because you're trying to delay the inevitable, basically. You're trying to delay the inevitable, you're trying to deal damage against them while you're away, and having super effective fast move and charge move is ideal. So keep that in mind as we go into Snorlax. Snorlax, again, huge stamina, but it's another normal type. But if we look at the moves, it has access to Zen Headbutt. Outrage is a pretty good move. Hyper Beam, Skull Bash, Earthquake. Because here's the deal. When you're going to attack a gym, you don't dodge moves, you just take it because you're trying to take it down as quick as possible. So even Body Slam, a more spammy move, wouldn't be that bad either. But it does have a quick move that does super effective damage every single time, and that is huge. So Snorlax, absolutely. Now let's say you throw a Blissy and a Snorlax in there, you want to have a good gym environment per se, where the typings are coexist with each other depending on what kind of Pokemon your opponent's going to bring in. So if you go Blissy Snorlax and you're like, oh man, I need to bring in fighting types, and you put a Florges in there, this is huge because Fairy resists fighting, and it actually has really good well-rounded stats. 244 defense is the key here, but when we look at the moves, it now has Fairy Wind, which hasn't been loaded into the GoHub database just yet. We'll get into that, and there will be a video going over the new moves here very shortly. But it has Fairy Wind, Moonblast, and Disarming Voice, Psychic as well. So this paired with Blissy and Snorlax is huge because, again, fighting types are one of the main Pokemon that go into gyms and takes care of Pokemon like Blissy and Snorlax. So Florges is huge for the typing alone and also the moves, plus it has good stats as well. So if you put these three together in a gym, that is amazing. And then if you stack Wigglytuff on top of it, even better. Now Wigglytuff's just going to tank a little bit more because of the stamina. It's 295. Then you have Charm, Play Rough, and Dazzling Gleam. Same scenario as Blissy. It's there to deal damage and it's there to tank. Now we kind of switch into Pokemon that still it kind of pushes your opponent to still use fighting types, because again, we're trying to make the ultimate well-rounded gym. We're trying to make the most well-rounded gym to bait your opponent into using fighting types. This is what you want to do. You want to bait your opponent and you want to make taking down that gym as hard as possible. And Cloyster has an extremely high defensive stat. And Cloyster's kind of been a staple in gym defending since Gen 1 to begin with. And here you're just doing super effective damage. Now here's another thing. Dragon types, we just talked about it. Not only will these Pokemon give Dragon types a run for their money to begin with, if they so choose to still bring them out, you can do Frost Breath or Ice Shard with Icy Wind, Aurora Beam, or Avalanche. It really doesn't matter, because you're going to either force them to dodge, or you're going to force them to... you're either going to force them to dodge, or you're either going to force them to just faint out from taking a super effective hit. So that's where Cloyster and some of these other Ice-type Pokemon we're going to go into make sense putting in gyms. Avalugg, 240 defense, 216 stamina, 196 attack. This Pokemon is actually really well rounded, just like Florges. And again, it's to take care of those pesky Dragon types. Now, Ice Fang is definitely the #1 fast move you want to have. It actually has a Psychic move, so you could run Miracle on it if you so desire. Otherwise, Avalanche is probably the other move you want to run, because again, it's either going to be Dragon types that people are going to be throwing into gyms to try to take them down, or it's going to be Fighting types. So you could run Miracle. That actually might be a better option if you, again, are trying to bait those Fighting types, because the way the gym is constructed may depend on what move you want to use. So if it looks like Dragon types are going to be more prevalent based off how you're seeing the Pokemon that are in the gym already, use Avalanche. If it looks like it's going to be more Fighting types that are going to be going up against your gym, use Miracle. Now let's go into 3 notable mentions. Drifblim, hindering the Fighting types because it's a Ghost typing. Its stamina is really large, it's 312, so that's why it made the notable mentions. Hex is probably the most useful move out of the 2. And then Icy Wind, again, there is that dragon coverage basically. You could do Shadow Ball because it's going to do a lot of damage, but I would do Icy Wind. So Hex Icy Wind is very good for Drifblim. Next is Waylord. Stamina is 347. It's hard to knock that whatsoever. Zen Headbutt, again, super effective damage to those Fighting types. And then you could do Surf for spam, but honestly, why not just go with Blizzard if it's a Dragon type? If they don't dodge, they're dead, right? And Lapras, the only reason why I made this a notable mention is because we did mention Cloyster and Avalugg earlier, but Lapras has been a staple in the gym defending game since Gen 1, and because of its stamina, it's 277, it's a beast. Frost Breath, Blizzard, Ice Beam more preferably, but Frost Breath and Ice Beam, even though it's a legacy move, is preferable. You could do Blizzard, but I would do double Ice with Ice Beam in case, because let's look at it this way. Lapras is going to survive longer because of its statistics, its stats. So Ice Beam, you might be able to get 2 Ice Beams off when defending. So that's the overall ideal moveset. So let's just wrap up, put it all together. What is like the best gym combination to do? So, Blissy, great. Snorlax, great. Florges, to counter those Fighting types that they're going to be baited into with Blissy and Snorlax. Cloyster or Avalugg, you could do either one. And then you can throw Lapras in there, either one. Bait more Fighting types going into that gym. That's what it's all about. And then throw Wigglytuff maybe in the 5th slot, and then the last slot, make it even worse. Throw like a Drifblim where Fighting moves are doing absolutely nothing to this Pokemon. You could switch it out Waylord, that's fine as well. In the end, you're trying to delay the inevitable, because let's be honest guys, if someone wants the gym, they're going to take it. But if you could make it a living hell, this is how you do it. These are the best gym defending Pokemon. I went through every single typing on the left hand side here. I went through all of them. I looked at their defensive stats, I looked at their stamina stats, and I looked at their moves. All of them have to be viable for gym defending. Blissy's king because of its stats and its moves that counter its #1 counter, and that's Fighting types. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Again, make sure you subscribe. More tip videos are coming. The top Pokemon to power up, the top way to get XP, Stardust, you name it. Those tip videos are going to be coming, so make sure you subscribe. That's it, the boy Fitz. I'm signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.